Good evening and welcome to this webinar tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. We know you are very busy, but we'll not take too much of your time tonight. We'll try as much as possible to give you the information that you require regarding the Helping Hands International. I know somebody may have invited you to this webinar tonight, community, and you are here to find out more information about it. So we'll do everything within our possible best to give you all the information required. Helping Hands International is a global empowerment-based membership program that is born out of the passion to cater for the needs of the less privileged across the world, and also to help, support, and most importantly, empower people through the support of their sponsoring partners, giving them useful skills and financial support to sustain their living. So basically, H2i, also known as Helping Hands International, is an organization set up to, one, provide for the needs of the people in the society, for those who are not as privileged as we are, and also to help and support them. But most importantly, Helping Hands believes that it is not wise to give people fish, but to teach them how to fish, so that when they catch a fish and the fish finishes, they can always go back to the stream to catch another fish. So basically, that is what Helping Hands is all about. And how did it start? Helping Hands International was birthed in the Angel City of the Philippines by a woman known as Mrs. Luzviminda Markelvis. When Mrs. Markelvis was younger, she had a turbulent upbringing as an orphan. But fate smiled on her. She got help and support, and she became wealthy. And when she grew older, she decided to start an organization to help people because she remembered her roots. She remembered where she was coming from, and she decided to start this organization. Her vision is to help people help others and thereby change the world for better one at a time. She believes that it's not just one person's responsibility, or one person is not enough to help everybody in the world. So it's about helping people help other people. So as you're being helped, you're also reaching out to others, like you're paying it forward to help others as well. And Mrs. Markavers believes that no matter how poor you think you are rich enough to give a helping hand. It doesn't matter what your job is, it doesn't matter what salary you receive, it doesn't matter whether you are a student or not, everybody has something to give. There's somebody that you're better than, and there's somebody you can reach out to. Even if it's not about money, you can give out your time, you can give out your help, you can give out your counsel, you can hold somebody by the hand to let them know that you are there for them. So no matter how poor you think you are rich enough to give a helping hand to somebody that needs your help. Right. Um, Mrs. McKelvey also partnered with a dentist known as Dr. Ramiel Policarpio. He's a dentist by profession. He loves people, and he believes that love can only be experienced through a selfless service directed towards humanity. We all know that love is action. If you say you love somebody, you have to show it by doing a certain action. It is not enough to say I love you. It is not enough to say to your neighbors I love you when you see them in pain, and you have the capacity to be able to reach out and help your neighbor. So these two people came together to start the organization known as Helping Hands International, also known as H2i. And they started operating this as a charity by adopting out of school children and orphans who were roaming about the street, who didn't have any hope. And they catered for these children by placing them back into education and sponsoring their education and helping them providing food. Also, H2i extended a service to widows and the disabled, and this service cut across Japan, Cambodia, Pakistan, India, Middle East, Africa, and counting. And in the UK at the moment, it's just coming into the UK because through the spread of the activities that this company is doing, we're able to get to know about it, and is coming into the UK right now. And we're here tonight to tell you about what the plans of H2I is in the UK, and also to show you what they've been doing all across the world, and how you can be part of it. Right. Now, what are the services that Helping Hands International offer? There are five basic There are 5 basic services that Helping Hands International offer, and I'm just going to be running through them. We'll go in details into them in a few minutes. But the first is humanitarian services. They support the less privileged in the society, just like I've talked about. They provide empowerment and skills acquisition. They provide assets and property ownership support. They provide financial empowerment fund. And the fifth service is the provide scholarship award program for young people. All right. And I'm going to be talking about that in a few minutes in details. If you look at the screen here, you see some of the activities that Helping Hands International have been doing all across the world. In Philippines, feeding the poor, helping the people, widows receiving food item. In Lesotho, you can see them also. They provided some humanitarian support in that city of Lesotho, and all across the world, Helping Hands has been reaching out, and especially in Africa, in Nigeria, for instance. Helping Hands submitted a proposal to the government of Nigeria about the services, and on the 3rd of December 2013, permission was granted unto them to be able to carry out their activities. And ever since 2013 December, Helping has grown phenomenally in Nigeria. In Nigeria at the moment, as I'm talking to you, the company has several centers all across Nigeria, reaching out to people, helping the people, supporting the society, teaching and training people to develop skills. As you can see in this screen, in the first picture there, they visited this woman and provided food items to the woman to empower her. And also below there, you see them visiting the motherless babies homes, reaching out to the children with food, with clothing. So these are just some of the activities that H2i is currently doing in Nigeria. And we know that all across the world there's a need, there's a cry for people. There are lots of people going through struggles, a lot of people going through hardship, and Helping Hands is trying as much as possible to reach out to everybody all across the world. But you know what? The only thing that is stopping them is the ability, the resources they need to be able to do it. As you can imagine, it will be a lot of money, a lot of resources that will be needed to reach out to the world. And that is where you come in. All right. This is Helping Hands International visiting a motherless baby's home in Nigeria. You can see all the things that they brought for them. It's not just providing the physical supplies and all that. They also go there to support, to help out, to speak to a child, to carry them, to show them love, and other things as well, just to make sure that they are relevant in the society. In the UK at the moment and in the US, Helping Hands International is trying to reach out to this particular world of ours. I know that in the UK presently, we have lots of charity organizations springing up and working. The government is, UK is a welfare state, the government is helping out and reaching to people in the community. But the important thing is when you look at all our charity organizations in the UK, they are always conversing for funds because no fund from the government is enough. The government also has a lot of needs to cater for, a lot of things, a lot of infrastructures to pay for. So these charities are not getting as much as they need to be able to expand their services to reach out. And one of them is the National Autistic Society. If you come across a child who is autistic and you see how their parents struggle, but we have organizations like this that support them, that create awareness, that help these young people to develop their skills, their social skills, and to help them get through their situation through life. So, Autistic Society, we have the Macmillan, an organization that help people who have cancer. They also need support. They need further funding to be able to carry out their work. Uh, they believe no one should face cancer alone. We have the Sickle Cell Society. We know what sickle cell is. You can see the struggle that they go through, the crisis they go through when they are ill. And we are so grateful to the organization because they are there to help and support them. They are carrying out different research to make sure that sickle cell is tackled. And how can they do this? It is by giving, by having more money, more income, more resources to be able to carry out their activities. And that is where Helping Hands International is going to be coming in into the UK to support these organizations to be able to carry out their work further. And also, in addition to the current charity organizations that we have at the moment, you also have the ability to nominate your own charity. You may have a charity that you are running personally, or you know somebody that's running a charity, and as long as you can prove to us that this is what they are doing in the community, this is how they are helping people in the community, you can always nominate the charity. And it's not only charity, it could be that you want to nominate somebody somewhere that you know are struggling. Like in Nigeria recently, there was a disabled man who had a skill in singing, and he's been struggling because of his disability. He couldn't get a headway. That person was nominated to Helping Hands International, and right now as we're talking, this guy is in the studio producing his own music. You know, Helping Hands International is about putting smile into people on people's faces. Helping Hands International is about giving them hope, letting them know that it does not matter what the background is, what the situation is, what the challenges is. The challenges are, everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody to believe in them. Everybody needs somebody to make a way for them to be able to achieve something substantial in life. It does not matter what your background is. It does not matter what you're going through or what you have ever been through. It is just a comma. That is not the full stop of your life. And that is the message that Helping Hands International is out to do. So if you have anybody like that who is struggling, who has some form of issues or the other that they cannot necessarily cater for, you can nominate them to Helping Hands International to be able to help them. Now, just like I said earlier, Helping Hands is doing so many things to reach out to people. And they have successfully secured sponsorship from these three major companies: Apple in the USA, Hyundai, that's based in South Korea. We know the Hyundai car, and also the Hewlett Packard HP computers in the USA. These are three of their major sponsors. In Nigeria, they also have two other sponsors: Globalcom, and also Diamond Bank. And in the UK, we are trying to reach out to be able to get as many sponsors as we can to support our work in the UK. Okay, but I thought these are just minor. The three that I've mentioned are just the minor sponsors. The major sponsor of Helping Hands International is you. Is you. How is it you? How is it you? I'm going to be going there in a few minutes, because there's so much Apple can do, there's so much Hyundai can do, there's so much HP can do, there's so much Globalcom can do. But wherever you are, in any part of the world, your own little contribution can also go a long way to help and support Helping Hands International to reach out to more people, not only by giving financially, but by also contributing or by also lending a hand to somebody. Yeah, as you're going to be seeing in a few minutes. So, how can you be a sponsor of the activities of H2i? It's by coming on board, by partnering with them, and also telling other people about the activities of H2i, by letting people know what they are doing, by showing to people that we need H2i to continue to function. So it is about you and also helping others people to become aware of what H2i is all about and what they can do to support our activities. And basically what we are asking is for H2i to continue its work, to continue its activity, they need you to donate a one-off payment of $40. A one-off donation of $40, not more than $40 or £28 if you're based in the UK. And if you're based in Nigeria, 6,600 naira. Inflation does not affect it. It is just $40. And I'm sure if somebody walks up to you and say, Auntie, please, I need I need you to give me $50 right now. I need you to give me £30 right now to do something that is very urgent. I'm sure if you have it in your pocket, you will be able to give it. If you go to McDonald's or any restaurant or Nando's with your friend, you will spend more than $30 or 30 pounds at a sitting. If you're in Nigeria, you go to KFC or you go to any of these eateries with your friend, you will spend more than 6,600 naira within a few hours, you know. But we are talking about the money that will have a lasting legacy, that will make a change in somebody's life. That is the $40 that H2i is asking you to donate to them. And you know what the thing is, if you make this donation, it doesn't just end that way. You get rewarded for every little thing that you do. For the progression of H2I's activities, you get rewarded for it. Your $40 does not go like that. It's about giving, and it's being given back to you in many folds. And we'll be showing you how that works in a few minutes. Okay. So what are the benefits of being a partner with H2I? I have briefly ran through some of the services that H2I provide, the 5 services. But these 5 services, when you become a partner with H2I, you are also a benefactor of those services. All right. So, what are the benefits of being a partner with H2I? The first one is the free skills acquisition. Free skills acquisition. I said earlier that H2I believes in teaching people how to fish. H2I does not believe in giving you fish. They give you one fish, you cook it, you fry it, you finish it, you eat it, you come back for more. No, H2I wants to teach you how to catch fish so that when you will be able to have more and more and more in surplus, and you can also help people to also know how to catch fish. So, free skills acquisition. Why is this important? We all know what the current economy state is in our society, whether in Nigeria, in UK, in US, all over the world. We know that gone are the days where jobs are secured. Now there is no longer anything called job security. Whether you're a medical doctor, you're a lawyer, you're an accountant, you are a nurse, it does not matter what your profession is, everybody is kind of clinging to their jobs right now because anything can happen to the job. It's not because you do not know what you're doing, it's not because you are not a professional, it's not because you are not at the best at your work, but anything can happen. You may get to work tomorrow and your boss calls you and say, okay, our company is merging with another company. And when mergers and acquisition, take place, we know that usually it leads to redundancy of certain jobs. So anything can happen to the job. What I always say to people is, do not put your eggs in one basket. What is going to be your backup plan if anything happens to your job tomorrow? God forbid that you have an accident or something. God forbid. I'm not a prophet of doom, but I'm just saying, I'm just allowing you to be able to think about what else will be there for you to fall back on. Or something happens, they call you to say, sorry, we can't afford to keep you on any longer. Fine, you can get another job, but what about the period that you're not able to get another job soon enough? All right. We know there is no employee. You can never become rich by being an employee. So the backup plan is doing something on the side, having something else on the side that can give you extra income. And one of such things is learning a skill, learning to do something else on the side beside your job. Okay, I know there is a lot of people who are interested in learning skills. You've gone to college to make inquiry, you want to learn how to bake cake so that you can provide birthday cakes, wedding cakes. You've gone to college to find out how to do that, and they're asking you to come and pay about 1,500. Or you want to learn how to do makeup, so that you can begin to do makeup for people, for parties, for brides and all that. And you've gone to ask from all these professional makeup artists who teach, and they ask you to pay £350. I know some of you are interested in learning a skill, but you don't have the resources to be able to learn it. H2I wants to give it to you for free. When you partner with H2I with just $40, you have the opportunity to learn these skills for free. And some of the skills that we have right now is business analysis, bid making, air weaving, properties, how to make money from properties, forex trading, photography, video editing, website editing, art making, makeup artistry, event decoration, sewing, and all that. There are loads of other training that will be in place. We are developing trainer base right now. If you're interested in learning all these skills, please come along. You will learn them for free. And when you learn them for free, you can always make a business out of it yourself. Okay. In addition to the skills you're going to be learning, of course, we have some other business professionals that will be helping you to set up your own business from home and begin to earn extra income from home. So that is the first benefit of being a partner with H2I. With just $40, you will have access to training that would have cost you about $500, at £500 or £1,000 or £300 basically. Now, the second benefit of being a partner with H2i, if you partner with us by donating a one-off donation of $40, is asset and property support services. What does this mean? H2i wants everybody to have shelter. Not only to have shelter, but they want you to own your own home, either buying it or building it. Now, we know how much it costs to build a house. We know how much it costs to buy a house, especially in the UK. House prices is rising, and I don't know how long it's going to take. So an average person to be able to save up to put the deposit down. But H2I is saying to you that partner with us, donate to our cause, will enter you into a matrix system whereby you'll be able to get to a position where you can get 70% given to you to be able to buy your own home or build your own home. Yeah, you find the 30% of what it takes to build your own home, and H2R will give you 70% of the money to be able to do that. And that you can spread it and pay them back. There's no interest, there is no collateral. There is no bank that you will go to that you want to get a mortgage. Of course, you will have to pay interest for it. There's a lot of mortgage holders in the UK right now that are just paying interest only. And interest only, you could be paying about £600, £700 every single month. You have not paid the capital. The capital of £200,000 that you have borrowed is still there. But all you are paying right now is interest only, which is £700, right? But with H2I, H2I will give you 70% of this money, no interest, no collateral. They won't ask you to put anything down. As long as you are able to get to that position, to that stage in the matrix system, you'll be able to have access to the 70% no interest, no collateral loan to be able to buy or build your own property. So that is the second benefit of partnering with H2I. The third benefit of partnering with H2I is financial empowerment services. We all need help. Doesn't matter how rich you are. Even rich people, wealthy people, millionaires, they still have to borrow some money at a point. Maybe you want to run your own business and you need money to be able to do that, or you want to do whatever it is that you want to do and you need money. The H2I will enter you into a matrix system if you become a partner by making a donation of $40 to be able to get a loan up to $44,000, no interest, no collateral. This is different from the other one that I talked about, that is the asset and the property one, where you get the 70% of the cost. This is separate. This you can use the money for anything, and you get it without interest, without collateral. Okay. The fifth one is scholarship award program. Now, when you partner with H2I by making a one-off donation of $40, all right, and helping other people to do the same thing, again, once you are entered into the matrix system, you'll be able to get access. You'll be able to get about $2,000 awarded to two of your children, $2,000 for each of your children towards their education. Okay, it is so fantastic. Like I was saying to you earlier, the $40 that you give to the company doesn't just go. It's like a seed you put in the ground. Yeah, the seed will germinate. You water the seed germinates, and it brings out a lot of harvest for you. All you need as a seed is the $40 donation, and you tell minimum two other people to do the same. Of course, there's no limit to how many number of people that you can tell. All right. So I've been talking about the matrix system that the company will enter you into. That is just a brief summary of the benefits of being with H2I. The benefit of helping people through H2I, benefit of making an impact and leaving a legacy. Now, how do you get paid? I've been talking about the matrix system. I'm going to be showing this now. There are 4 different ways where H2I compensates you for supporting them, for supporting their cause. Now, I'll repeat that. You give a one-off donation of $40. When you do that, you're buying a position invariably in the matrix system where you are entered into reward. All right. The first one is referral commission. The second one is matrix bonus. The third one is matching bonus, and the fourth one is incentives and reward. And I'm going to be talking about the referral commission right now. Now, when you tell someone else about H2i and they also decide to make a one-off donation of $40, the organization will reward you with a referral commission of 20%. What does that mean? You come in with $40, you make a donation of $40 to the organization to say, okay, continue doing what you're doing. This is my support. Yeah. Now, you tell two other people to do the same. The company comes back to you and says, thank you very much for letting people know what we are doing and for helping them to help us. Now, take 20% of what they have given us, okay? We know how our charity organizations run here in the UK. Every charity organization, Great Ormond Street, Macmillan, every one of them, they canvass, they do fundraising, they try to raise money. And everybody that sponsors them, maybe you set up a direct debit or you set up standing order to be able to sponsor them regularly, they have a way of rewarding you as well. Maybe inviting you for dinner at the end of the year to say thank you for what you have been doing to us, or maybe they send some gifts to you at home. All right. It's exactly the same thing that H2i does. Give a donation of $40 and you are rewarded with this. Help two other people to do the same thing, you're paid 20% of whatever they've given to the organization, and that is about $8. Okay. Now, there's no limit to how many number of people you can refer to the organization. If you refer one person, that is $8. Refer two people, $16. Refer 10 people, $80. Let's say you have a church, you are a pastor, or you are a woman of influence, a man of influence in the society. You gather crowd together and you tell them about H2i, or you invite the representatives of H2i in the UK to come and talk to your people. They talk to them and everybody says, okay, yes, we want to support H2i. Now you have about 100 people that signs up to register with H2i. And maybe it could even be because they are interested in learning the skills for free. Of course, everybody has a motive of giving. It could be that, yes, they just want to come and learn skills for free. The skill that will cost them £300. All they just want to do is give a token of $40 to support the organization and still come and learn it for free. That's fine. Now you have 100 people like that. Once they sign up and register with H2i, you get $8 multiplied by 100. That is $800 paid into your account straight away. It is not tomorrow. It is not in a week's time. It's not in a month's time. You get paid instantly into your e-wallet, which you can transfer into your bank account. Now, that is the first one, the referral commission. The second one is the matrix bonus, which is the 100% residual income that you can live on. This is a kind of income that you're sleeping, you wake up in the morning, you see money in your account. You don't know how it gets there. You just see money coming into your account. That is the matrix bonus. It is residual. All right. When you partner with H2i, you are entered into a matrix system, and there are 5 different levels of the matrix. In the stage one, you an associate, stage 2 master, stage 3 supermaster, stage 4 minister, stage 5 prime minister, and stage 6 trustee. This can sound a little bit complicated, but it's very, very easy and simple to learn. Once you come in, we'll train you, we'll let you know exactly what it takes to be able to get from one stage to the next stage. But I'll quickly run through it. This is you. You come in as a registered member. You have partnered with H2i by making a donation of $40. Okay. This is you standing there with a smiling on your face, expecting the reward what you're going to be getting from the organization. All right. Now you tell 2 people personally. You tell 2 people, the first 2 people here on just under you. When you tell them and they also make a donation of $40, you get $8 paid to you. This from this person as well, you get $8 paid to you. That is, you get $16 just by referring 2 people to the organization. Now, let's say the 2 people that you have brought in, Sally and Brandy, they also go out to tell 2 other people, Bola and Peter, and Paul and Michael. All right. So Sally tells 2 people. Sally also gets her own $16. Brandy also tells 2 people. She also gets $16. Okay. Now, in your first matrix, you have 6 people altogether. You only brought 2 people in, and those 2 people brought their own 2 in each. Yeah. Now you have 6 people. Once you have 6 people within your first matrix, you have completed your stage 1. Organization will pay you $10 for completing your stage 1. Now, assuming that you were the one that brought all these 6 people, you're just excited about what the organization is doing and what reward is coming and all that. You're excited. You brought these 6 people personally. Of course, you'll be getting $8, $8, $8, $8, $8, $8 in 6 places. That'll be $48. All right. Now that you have your 6 people in your first stage, you earn $10 for completing that stage. So the total bonus you earn in your stage 1 will be $58. Yeah, it may sound like it's nothing, but of course, how much did you pay to partner with the organization? Just $40. But by completing your first stage, you have already broken even. You've already broken even. You've already even you have made an extra as well. You made a profit. So the $40 you gave has not gone into blaze. You've made it back. Now, once you complete your stage 1, you go on to the next stage, which is the stage 2. All right. Stage 2, everybody that you have brought in stage 1, everybody, all the 6 people that were left in your stage 1, you have to help them. It's teamwork, not just you. We, everybody within H2i, work together to be able to move them also to join you in stage 2. All right. Even though you are in this for yourself, but you are not by yourself. We all work together. We all partner together. This is not a venture of greed. This is not about me, myself, and I. This is about how can I help Michael to get to stage 2 as well? How can I help Brandy to get to stage 2 as well? How can I help Joker to get to stage 2 as well? How can I help Treasure to get to stage 2 as well? It's about helping everybody to come to stage 2, because you know what? If you have not helped all of them to get to stage 2, you are not moving from stage 2. So by the time you're helping people, you are indirectly helping yourself. Okay, so you need to move everybody from your first stage to join you into stage 2. When you do that, you complete your stage 2 and you become a master. All right, you become a master. Now, what do you get when you become a master? Now you can see this woman screaming because of the reward that's about to happen when you become a master, and that is a total of $1,000. That is how much you get. In your first stage, all you get is $10 for completing your stage 1. In the second stage, the stage 2, you get $1,000 for completing that. And how do you do that? By helping everybody that you have left in stage 1 to also move to stage 2. We do it together, all of us together. Nobody is doing it on their own. So you need to understand that this organization is not an organization of greed, me, myself, and I. It is not getting as much as we can and putting it in a can and closing the can and sitting on the can. No, it is about us working together as a team. All right, for every one of us to complete stage 2 and get $1,000. Not only do you get $1,000, the company also rewards you with an Apple iPad or laptop, HP laptop. Remember I told you about our sponsors, HP, iPad, and Hyundai. This is where they come in. The company rewards you with $1,000 and also an Apple iPad or HP laptop. Of course, the person that introduces you into the organization also gets rewarded by getting 10%, which is $100. All right. So that is completing stage 2. The same thing happens. Yeah, okay, before we go on to stage 3, these are just pictures of some of the people that have earned they've completed their own stage 2 and they were rewarded with iPad. All right. These are the people that got the rewards of laptops. And depending on how many accounts you have, because you have the opportunity to have as many accounts you want, to go in as many times as you want to sponsor the organization. If, for instance, if you have 3 accounts, 4 accounts with H2i, that is the number of the laptops you'll be getting. That's the number of the iPads you'll be getting. That's the number of the car you'll be getting, which I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes. Okay, so these are some of the people that have earned. There are loads of them. Look, you can Google it, research it. You will see what is happening. This is real. This is authentic. This is happening. It is not hearsay. It is happening right there in Nigeria. All right. Now, you've completed stage 2. by earning the $1,000 and getting rewarded by laptop with a laptop on an iPad, and then you move on to stage 3. The same process, yeah, the same process, the same teamwork. You also help everybody you have now left in stage 2 to join you in stage 3. All right, this is a teamwork. It is not you yourself alone. All you need to bring, the minimum you need to bring to refer to the organization is just 2 people. All right. When everybody is doing two each, it's easy to move to the next stage. You just find out that you sleep, you wake up, you see money in your account in your back office. All right. Now, by the time you complete your stage 3, you earn a total of $3,000 plus a brand new car, a brand new Hyundai Elantra car that will be given to you by the organization. Again, remember one of our sponsors, Hyundai. So when you complete your stage 3 and help other people to move from stage 2 to stage 3 with you, you get $3,000 and you get your very first brand new Hyundai Elantra. I'm not talking about we are in 2016. I'm not talking about 2015 range. I'm not talking about 2014 range. I'm not talking about the kind of car you get on Auto Trader or Gumtree. I'm talking about the car you get directly from the dealer. New car. Nobody has driven it. Hyundai Elantra. Very first new brand new car will be yours by the time you complete your stage 3. And now this is where you get to where you can personally empower 2 charity organizations that I talked about earlier. For instance, personally, I love the work of Great Ormond Street. And I know that is the first charity that I will be nominating to get support from H2i, or that is if somebody doesn't beat me to it. Of course, you can recommend any 2 charity organization, or you can recommend human being or individuals who need the money, who need the support. Okay, and your upline as well will be able to earn a matching bonus here of £150. Now, the same. This is the pictures, or these are the pictures of people who have earned their cars. Some people that you're seeing here, they've earned one car, 2 cars, 3 cars. In fact, there's somebody that won 10 cars just because of the number of accounts he has, and how much he's spreading the news, getting people all over the world to support the activities of H2i. So the car is yours if you have the heart enough to reach out to other people as well to help them, because as you're helping them, you're helping yourself. Right, look at them. These are their cars that they just collected from H2i. This is another lady with her own car. Look at them with their own cars. All right. Now, when you complete your stage 3 and you get your car and $3,000, you move on to stage 4. Again, the same process. Everybody that you have left in stage 3 has to join you in stage 4 for you to be able to complete stage 4. And when you complete stage 4, you will earn a total of $6,000. $6,000. And not only that, you get your very first Jeep, Hyundai iX35 Jeep. The year that you get it, you're getting that year's registration as a new car. All right. And also, you can still continue to support your charity organization. You get an interest-free grant of up to $12,000 from the organization. So, in total, your $6,000, your Hyundai Jeep that is worth over $27,000, and also interest-free grant of $12,000, plus you can empower your charity organization at this point. Okay, different colors of Hyundai that you can choose from, art color, black color, blue color, that you can choose from. All right, and then from there, again, the same process, you then move on to stage 5. Stage 5 is not as difficult as the other stages, because all you need is a 2x2 matrix. All you need in total in your stage 5 to complete stage 5 is just 6 people, just like you started in stage 1, just 6 people to complete stage 5. And when you do that, you get a total of $12,000. Okay, and then in addition to that, you get your housing fund of $40,000, all expense paid international trip, your education fund for your children, yearly infinity bonus of $5,000, and 5% will be paid to your upline, and also This is where you get access to the early club members grant of up to $44,000. All right. So those are the 5 stages, and then there's another stage, which is the last one. By the time you complete your stage 5, you go on to become the trustee of the organization. When you become the trustee of H2i, you get $80,000 paid to you. And the reason why that is paid to you is just to say thank you for all the work that you have done. It's just to say thank you for all the activities that you have helped, because by the time you get to this particular stage, you have worked so hard to spread the news about H2i. You have worked so hard to empower people. You can imagine how many lives have been touched through you. You can imagine how many people have learned new skills through you. By the time you get to this position, maybe some of the people that have learned how to become a fashion designer, maybe they now have one big fashion design house and they're also helping people. Maybe people that have learned how to do makeup and hairdressing through you, they now have their own hairdressing salon and they're also empowering other people. Because by the time you empower them, they set up their business, they're employing people. So you are paying it forward. By the time you get to the trustee stage, you can imagine how many lives you have touched, how many lives you have turned around. So that is why the company is going to be saying thank you very much, and they will give you a total of $80,000 at this point. Okay. Now, as soon as the matrix of 2 by 3 is completed, of course, you become a member of the board of trustee, like I said. Now, this is just some of the other additional incentives that you can benefit from as a trustee of the organization. You will be paid residual income of $10,000 per month. Residual, as in money that, when they say residual, is the money you work for once and then you get paid several times. All right. You also become a director in charge of the next in-line country to be launched. Okay. If you decide, okay, now it's time for us to go and launch South Korea or something, and you are now a trustee, you become a director in charge of that country, and every single person that contributes to the organization by contributing $40 in donation, you'll be getting 1% commission from every sign up from such countries. Okay, you can imagine how much that would be. Yeah, you can imagine how much the person that actually is a director in Nigeria right now is earning from everybody that have partnered with H2i in Nigeria at the moment. At the moment, we are well, minimum about 30,000 signups in Nigeria and counting. All right. Also, you have automatic yearly qualification to attend the AGM in Hawaii, USA, or Paris. And also, as a director, you are entitled to recommend your own orphans or your own orphanage. You can recommend two people who will also qualify for scholarship award as well. Okay, so these are just summary. This is a summary of everything that H2i is all about. This is summary of what Helping Hands International is all about. You may be saying that, oh, all these benefits or all these rewards that this woman has talked about, I'm not really interested in it. You may not be interested, you may not be faced by, money, cars, and all that. You probably have cars already, you probably have enough money already. You're not really interested in the money you can benefit. But the life that you'll be touching, that is just what I'm particular about tonight. The life that you'll be turning around, the fact that somebody through you has been able to develop a new skill to start their own business. Do you know there are some people here in UK, even though they say UK is a wealthy country, even though they say UK is a welfare state, there are some people in this country that cannot afford to eat one square meal a day because they are not working. And why are they not working? Is because they can't work. They don't have the papers to work. They are running around, they are hiding around. They can't feed themselves. There's a lot of people who are going through one form of illness or the other, one form of disability or the other, that is stopping them from being able to work. People are going through sufferings. People are going through struggling. I tell you tonight, I met a woman who could not afford to buy a pad in the month. She told me that she used newspaper, metro newspaper that she gathered on the train for pad in this UK. There are people in this land that are going through situations like that. Those are the people we want to reach out to. Even if it's just to say that your $40, just give your $40, forget about it, and see how these lives of people, the lives of these people will be changed. I want to meet this kind of people to teach them, to give them skills, to teach them how to fish, rather than us giving them fish all the time. I want us to empower them. I want us to be able to reach out to them to say, okay, this is what you can learn this skill for free. Start your own business. Do whatever you can to be able to become better, and then you can also pay it forward. All right. I am imploring you tonight, please get back to the person who has invited you to join this webinar tonight, and they will tell you how to get started. It's very easy. Just give them £28. They will set your account up. You can decide to go for 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts depending on your capability, but they will explain it better. If you have any question, please, I'm going to be opening the floor now. You can leave your question in the question box, or you can ask your question straight away. Thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. I know everybody, tomorrow is work day. I know we all have to go to work, but I'm so glad, I'm grateful that you're able to join us tonight to listen to what H2i is all about. It's going to go viral in the UK. This is the right time to get involved. This is the right time to position yourself within the organization. So thank you very much for listening to us.